Hey guys, how's it going? It's Michael here, and today I had some free time. I figured I would review my new toy for my apartment, and that is my Nest thermostat. So I've been looking at getting a Nest for a while now. Over the past, when they first came out, I thought they were really cool. I just really didn't justify or couldn't justify. Really didn't have the means to at the time to spend $250 on a thermostat. But as they've kind of upgraded them over the years, kind of gave them a little more features, made them a lot more refined, made a very nice piece of technology. I was actually in Lowe's a couple days ago, and I figured, you know what? Let me go ahead, spend some money, get myself a nice Nest thermostat for my apartment. So me and my wife live at my apartment. It's a relatively small apartment, 800 square feet, but we love it. You know, it's a great size for both of us. So we figured we'd invest a little money into a nice thermostat to help us control the AC in our apartment when we're here and not here. So the first thing I kind of want to just kind of show you the interface of the Nest. Just to start off, you have the wall plate right here that is actually included with the Nest thermostat. So when you purchase this, no matter if you have a horizontal or a vertical, horizontal or a vertical, mount on your wall, this thermostat will work. It comes with about 3 to 4 different mounting options. So if you have multiple ones, this will work for that application. So to start off, I do want to talk about the build quality on the Nest, because that is one thing that extremely impressed me when I took this thing out of the box. For $250, this feels like a $250 thermostat. It feels very heavy, it feels very hefty. The outer bezel right here feels very well made. It feels very premium. And now my AC just turned on, as you can hear that, because I did turn the thermostat down there for a while. And I do want to apologize, guys, because I actually do have a broken shoulder. I was in a motorcycle accident a couple days ago, so I am a bit sore as of right now. But basically, you have a metal thermostat here, or a metal outer band. I believe it's aluminum or stainless steel, but it looks very premium, very nice brushed look. And this is the 3rd generation Nest, so you do have a bigger LCD screen, you have a better resolution. And I can get very close to this thing, and the resolution does look very nice on it. It doesn't look grainy, blurry, or anything like that. So my camera is making this look a different color. I can tell you though, when the AC is on, the display is going to be blue. When the AC is off, it is going to be black. And then when you are in heat, the AC will be red. So just kind of it does change colors, with the settings. And then I'll show you here, if I crank up the temperature, what we call the Nest leaf will pop up. And basically what that does, that tells you that you are being economical. You're in the most economical, basically, temperature. So, it basically says, that's you're going to save the most energy by being at that temperature. I like to keep my apartment around 75 during the day if I'm here, and we keep it around 73 at night. When you saw that I just changed that there, it showed that it is going to be set to 75 or whatever I changed to until 10:15. What that means is I have my basically I have a schedule, and at 10:15 it'll automatically crank the AC down to 73. So I or my wife do not have to touch this at all. And then we also can control it from the app as well if we want to. And I'll get into the app and show you all of that. But basically, I'm just going to kind of flick through the settings here and just show you the different settings, basically, what you can do. So if you press on the front of the display, you'll be greeted with a couple different options. One of the options, or the display, it's going to show current temperature outside. It's going to show the day, current time. It's going to show what the degrees are inside. It's 76 degrees in here, and then it's actually 50% humidity in here. This does not mean 50% chance of rain outside. It's actually the humidity. So, that's, going to show the humidity there. If we scroll around, you can obviously see you have different settings. I'm in Florida, so I am never most likely going to use that heat mode. You got your fan. You can change your fan settings. If you want to do automatic every day, start now. You have all those options there. Fan. Energy basically will show you your energy usage and your history. So basically you can see all of your energy history for the day. So, and it kind of just shows you all the settings within that. And then of course in here you have your schedule. I'll show you this on the my laptop because it's a lot easier to explain. And then in here in the settings you have a lot of different settings. I'm just gonna kind of just scroll through them so you can see. You got fan, display is so bright. You got lock, you can't even really see that. I apologize guys. See if I turn off the light if that helps any. Nope, that makes it worse. I can't even. Let me see if I can come up closer if that will adjust. There we go. So we got lock, away, nest sense. That'll give you all these different settings here. Auto away, basically it'll sense, it uses the infrared sensors in the actual thermostat to determine if anybody's walking by. Obviously someone is going to be home. So if no one walks by it for a while, it'll also go and check your cell phone, and if your cell phone is determined to be out of the house, it will go in auto away. So basically that means that the thermostat will turn off, or your AC will turn off, and it won't be on and all of that. Auto schedule, time to temperature, basically we'll turn the AC, it'll start say you have it set for 70 degrees at 8 o'clock and it's 76, well it'll start cranking the AC down beforehand, so by about 8 o'clock it's going to be around 70 degrees or 80 degrees, whatever you want to set at. Cool to dry, basically if you have high humidity in your house you can use this. However, it does state that it does use a lot of energy. Sunblock is if you have your thermostat on a wall that gets a lot of sun during the day, a lot of sunlight, it'll basically tell the thermostat to auto adjust because your thermostat's going to be hitting, it's going to be a lot hotter than it really is because it's getting that direct sunlight from the actual, from direct sunlight, a lot of heat. I do apologize, guys. I'm in a little pain here, but I really want to make this video. So Leaf basically is that'll just show you, like I said before, your kind of if you're being economical, that sort of thing. And then right here, if you can see that, which I don't think we can right now, but that is Airwave, and Airwave is actually a pretty cool feature. So what Airwave does is when the system turns, you say you have your AC set at 76, once the AC hits 76, it'll actually turn off the compressor, which uses the most energy in a system, and then it'll actually continue to run the fan. So it'll blow the fan, and it will still blow all over those cool coils, so you'll be getting all the remaining cool air, or cool coils, and it'll basically be blowing the hot air on it and turning it into cool air without the system actually running. So it's basically like if you took an ice pack out of a fridge and you kind of blow on that ice pack and you kind of feel the air is still cold after you blow it off because you're getting kind of a, basically some of that coolness off of that ice pack. That's basically what this is doing. So pretty nice little feature. It's supposed to save energy. Things. Click sound, Fahrenheit, Celsius, and that's pretty much it. So that's pretty much it for the settings. You can set this to auto away. Say you're leaving, you'll be gone for a while, you can automatically just set it off. So if you want this to just stay off for a while, you can do that. So let me go ahead, I'm going to sit down and show you guys the app and show you how that looks. Okay guys, so let's take a look at the application here. So this is my desktop screen. You can do, this application basically works the same exact on a tablet and a phone. The only difference is the view may look a little different. You may not get this split screen. It may just be one or the other. So since I do have a larger laptop here, it's going to be showing the whole display and everything. So here's how this works. Just going to kind of go through the general settings. You kind of get the same control from the app that you do from the thermostat, but you actually gives you a little more open layout. So the nice thing is you can use this for if you're away, if you have a guest home, maybe you only stay in 3 months out of the year. The nice thing is you can always monitor the internal temperature in your home, and you can always turn the AC on or off. You can also set, which I'll show you here, you can also set, if we go to fan here, you can set a timer for the fan. So say the AC is off most of the time, however you want to have that AC run, or not the AC but the fan run, for maybe 15 minutes a day. You can do that right here from the click. You don't even have to be in your home. You can even do it. You could run the fan for 12 hours. If it'll focus there. Oops, sorry about that. But see, you have 12 hours, 4 hours, all this stuff you can basically do. So depending on, if you want to use this, you can. I personally will never ever use this because my AC does run pretty much, or it does run every day. So there's really no need to run just the fan. Cool, same thing I kind of showed you with the thermostat. You have the options there. The one cool thing I do like, and I probably won't use this because me and my wife really do like our home cool. We don't really use the heat even when it does get cool here in Florida, which isn't often. But the cool thing is this has an option which is called heat and cool. So basically what that means is, say you don't want your home in the winter to get below 60 degrees, but you also don't want it to get above 80 degrees. So, or we'll say 70 degrees. So if that temperature drops down to 59, it's going to kick the heat on. It's going to heat the house up to, I don't know, 60 degrees, we'll say. Say the temperature rises, you really haven't touched the AC, but you don't want the house to get above 70 degrees. Well, say that heat, internal temperature of your house goes to about 71. What it's going to do, it's at that point going to kick the AC on. So now it's going to cool. So basically it'll keep it in that range that you give it. You don't want to get it too hot, you don't want it to get too cold. So a lot of thermostats you cannot do that. I really do like that feature. I think it's a really cool thing that they did with this. And like I said, I probably won't use this, but for a lot of people this could be very useful to use this heat and cool feature. So just kind of want to point that out. Next thing I will show you guys is the schedule. Now this is one of the main things a lot of people are going to buy a higher end thermostat for, is to have a very in-depth schedule. Now this is a very minimal schedule that I have right now. So as you can see, I basically have the AC turning up, and that's usually when I leave for work around 8:30. And then as you can see around 5:30 I have the AC kicking down to 75, so it starts to cool. And then as you can see at around 10:30 I have the AC kicked down to 73. That's usually when me and my wife get ready to go to bed, just kind of get prepared for the next day. So you can see that we like to have that kicked down, and this is without me touching it. The Nest will automatically adjust itself. Now when you first get the thermostat learns off of what you like. So basically when you get this for the first week, your adjustments, if you set it at this, 55 or 65 for 7 o'clock, blah blah blah. About after a week, it's actually going to make its own schedule based on what you have inputted into the thermostat. Now, for me personally, I found that the made schedule that it did make really didn't work out for me because it kind of just made some weird temperatures. And what I did is I kind of took the outline it gave me, and I just went in there and edited it. So I changed the temperatures a little, I changed the times a little, and it made it a lot easier to set that schedule up initially. So that's a cool thing. The nice thing as well that you'll see, let me just kind of click this here. As you see right there, one cool thing is it says 74 degrees is what I have the temperature for set right now. in 49 minutes. Now what that 49 minutes means is the house, I believe right now, is about 76 degrees. I set it at 74, so it's saying in about 49 minutes your house will be at 74 degrees. Now when I first got the thermostat, I did find that those minutes were way off. It was showing it's going to take out 2.5 hours for your house to reach that degree, to set it down 2 degrees. It was saying it would take about 2 hours to go down 2 degrees, and I was like, well, that's just crazy. However, I have found that over the course of we'll say about a week and a half I've had this, that number has become much, much more accurate. So it does learn. It learns how long it takes to get your house cool. It also plays into the factor how hot it is outside or how cool it is outside. So that's also, it's just so cool, and this thing has so many features. If you're a tech guy like I am, this thing is it's packed with them. So, this will give you a lot of options. So I do have to give it that. So definitely, a cool thing there. But basically, you can see here, same layout. You got inside humidity, you got outside temperature right here. So, not too much difference, from the thermostat. Also, cool thing I do like here is you have your energy history usage. Now what this does, basically it just tells you how long the thermostat how long your AC was running for each day. And you can see you will get those little leafs by there, and that's basically telling you that was your most economical day. Now one thing I have found is I think it's a little off sometimes, because you can see the AC ran for 8 hours one day and I got a leaf. However, the AC only ran for 4.5 hours on one day, Friday right there, and I didn't get a leaf. So not really too sure what that's about, but we'll figure it out. I did get a leaf on Sunday the 8th, so that's pretty cool. And I think if you do collect a certain amount of these, you can, you basically get like a leaderboard, so you can say, oh, you're the top percent, energy saver in your area, that sort of thing. So one of the other things I'll show you guys here, if I can get my camera to focus. Come on. Interesting. Okay, there we go. So basically you have all the same settings that you have on the thermostat. You can also change all of those from your computer. So, all that stuff. And this thermostat is so smart that basically if you go to equipment and wiring, it will show you exactly what wires you have hooked up. This is going to be one of the most common hookups, is the cool, fan, heat, 24 volt common, and power. Now, let me put this out there, because some of you guys may run into this issue, because I did. My father is a AC technician. He's owned his own business. He's been in the business for about 25, 26 years, so he knows what he's doing very well. My issue was, in my apartment here, I had one of the most basic thermostats. It was the one with the mercury inside of it. It looked like it was from about 1970. Horrible, 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 very bad accuracy and all of that. But the problem I ran into was I did not have a 24 volt common wire, which is a blue wire, or I guess blue purplish wire. Now, I had it, but it was not hooked up to the inside of the unit. So what I had to do is I had to hook that up. Now with my dad's guidance, I was able to hook that up. But basically, if you have a system, it is most likely that you have that 24 volt wire, but it may not be hooked up. And it is very simple to hook up. If you don't know how to hook it up, please consult a professional that knows how to do this. Or maybe look at videos online, people that have tutorial videos on how to do this, but it is very simple to hook that up. So once I was able to hook that up, I confirmed that I had a 24 volt line that would power the Nest. I got that, because without that 24 volt common, you cannot use this thermostat. You do need an always on power supply. This is not something you can put a AA or AAA battery in and use. So that's one thing I will put out there. So before you buy this, make sure you do have a 24 volt common wire. If it's not hooked up, make sure you can hook it up or you have that wire to hook up. So just want to point that out as well. This is just kind of some of the stuff it'll have you go through when you initially set this up. You can have it send you reminders if your house gets below a certain temperature or above a certain temperature. It'll basically give you a notification on your phone or your device that you're using this on. Basically, that's pretty much it. So that is my in-depth review of the Nest thermostat. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you have any questions or any comments, feel free to leave it down in the comment box. I wanted to show everybody and tell everybody my experience with the system because it has been very good so far. So let's put it this way. If you do have $250 laying around that you kind of want to throw away and have a lot of fun with, and you're a tech geek like I am, get a Nest. It's definitely a good investment. These things are supposed to save you some money too. I don't know. It's probably going to have to be a couple months before I can see exactly if I am saving any money. I live in an apartment. It's an 800 square foot apartment. So my electric bill has never been above $75, and I always keep my AC at around 71, 73. So I live in a very well insulated apartment building. So it's very hard to say if I am going to save a lot of money on this or not. I really didn't buy it to save a whole lot of money. I bought it just for the functionality of it, and then I can control it from my phone and everything like that. So, just kind of think of it that way. Don't go in expecting to save $50 on your electric bill every month, because most likely it won't happen. If it does, good for you, very good for you. But don't go in expecting, oh, this thing's going to pay for itself in 3 months, because it probably won't. So, but that's pretty much it, guys. I would like it if you could subscribe. I also would like it if you would like and comment. And I look forward to hearing from you guys. Thanks for watching.